An itinerant minstrel and wandering wastrel at your service. The best tales are those of adventure. Who could truly write such a tale first experiencing such? Ah, well, after a little incident with a roguish lad and the daughter of a prominent thane, well, let's just say best not. Afraid not. But if you're serious about sharpening that tongue, you might try the Bard's College in Solitude. Aye.
watch out for bears. Never mind. We'll probably hear them coming. Thane.
I'd rather spend more time in the mine hauling up iron than doing woman's work and keeping the house clean.
I'll have you know I can haul up just as much iron as you in a day, and still manage to clean up my messes.
Think so, huh? Maybe you'd like to put some septums behind that boast.
You have yourself a bet.
Mining is hard work, but we pay fair price for any ore you dig up. Damn place is filled with this reddish mist. Can't see more than 10 feet in front of your face. But when you can sniff out a vein of iron like me, it isn't too much trouble. May the road favor the foolish.
Yes?
My parents live there. I usually make the journey to bring them gifts and to just say hello, but I haven't been well lately. I've written some letters and placed them in a satchel. Perhaps you wouldn't mind delivering it to them on my behalf? You would? Well then, I would insist on rewarding you for your time. Here, take my satchel and give it to my father, Werner. He'll likely have something for you to bring back. I had a bad fall in the mine when I was bringing some food to the men. I was pretty bad off for a while. But a priest of Mara was passing through on his way to Dawnstar and healed me to the best of his abilities. I'm still pretty sore and I can't really walk too far without having to rest for a while. I'd better get going.
For sale at fair prices.
I wonder if we should offer discounts to the soldiers.
The soldiers? From which side? The Stormcloaks or the
Yes?
Imperials?
Both. One or the other is bound.
So many refuse to talk to us. They call us thieves and smugglers. I am glad to see that you are not such a one. You have the foresight of a Khajiit in a sandstorm. Mostly, it is the Nords. They do not like outsiders in their land, and so we are forbidden to enter their cities. When they look upon us, they see only pickpockets and skooma dealers. It is most unfair, but we do our best to ignore them. Not long, in truth. I came to Skyrim after I found myself unwelcome in both Elsewhere and Cyrodiil. I seem to have an unfortunate talent for getting myself involved in misunderstandings with the law. Resad was able to look past that, and it was he who helped to set me up with a trade caravan. Now I work for him. Take a look. May your road lead you to warm sands. Come and see what is for sale, traveler.
The roads of Skyrim can be treacherous. If you must walk them, be wary. Well, you've come to the right place. All right, then.
This one needs something. We have been in this land for so long. I have forgotten what it feels like to walk on warm sand.
Yes, I know just what you mean. My toes are numb from the cold more often than not.
Do you ever find that you regret making this journey?
In truth, I do not. I have always dreamed of seeing new lands. It does not hurt that we are making a good profit.
Hold there. Before I let you into Riften, you need to pay the visitors' tax. For the privilege of entering the city. What does it matter? All right, keep your voice down. You want everyone to hear you? I'll let you in. Just let me unlock the gate. The gate's unlocked. You can head inside when you're ready.
I had another run-in with the Thieves' Guild.
Be careful, Mule. The Thieves Guild
I
has
don't know
Maven
you.
Blackbriar.
You and Riften looking for trouble?
One snap of her fingers and you could end up in Riften jail.
Yeah? Well, I got news for you. There's nothing to see here. Last thing the Blackbriars need is some stranger sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
I just don't want you to leave. You're the only good thing that's happened to this city in a long
The
time.
Blackbriars have Riften in their pocket, and the Thieves Guild watching their back. So keep your nose out of their business. Me? I'm Maul. I watch the streets for them. If you need dirt on anything, I'm your guy. But it'll cost you. Only way you could have found one of those is by stealing it. Guess you'll fit in around here better than I thought. So what do you want to know? Do I look like a merchant to you? You're gonna have to take that up with Vex in the Thieves Guild. Get in good with them and you'll find her.
We could recognize it at some point if you like. It has me somewhat concerned.
The only thing I heard is a rumor that a boy named Aventus Aretino in Windhelm has been attempting to contact the Dark Brotherhood. He used to live here in Riften at the orphanage on the other side of town, but I think he ran away. Can't say I blame him. Well, you got Maven. She pretty much runs the whole operation. She's got friends in high places, if you know what I mean. She's also got ties to the Dark Brotherhood and the Thieves Guild, so basically, no one can touch her. Just remember, if she tells you to do something, you damn well better do exactly what she says. You kidding? My brother Dirge works in their hideout. I used to run with them myself, but took a job with Maven after they started hitting a rough patch. If you want to get in on that action, find Brynjolf in the marketplace. I'm sure he could use someone like you. Be seeing you around.
I'm really getting tired of your excuses. When you borrowed the money, you said you'd pay it back on time and for double the usual fee.
I know I did. But how was I to know the shipment would
High
get
elf
robbed?
traveling with the North.
Next time, keep your plans quieter, and nothing would have happened to it.
What? Are you telling me you robbed it? Why? Why are you doing this to me?
Look, Chandra, last warning. Pay up or else. All I care about is the gold. Everything else is your problem.
You don't buy
Huh?
into all that Thalmor
What do you want?
nonsense, right?
I owe a great deal of money to someone, and I think they cheated me. I don't know what to do. I was able to work out a deal with the stables in Whiterun to sell me some of their tack and harnesses. I borrowed some gold from Sapphire to pay for the shipment, but it got robbed before it even arrived. Now Sapphire wants her money back, and if I don't pay her, I think she's going to kill me. You will? Oh, thank you. Yes, Hofgrir took me in when I arrived in Riften about a year ago. He's been teaching me everything he knows. Horses are my whole life. Back in Hammerfell, I helped my family raise horses at our farm. I hope to open my own stables one day, but I think it's going to take a lot longer than I expected. Be careful with Sapphire. She mixes with all sorts of nasty people.
People of Riften, heed my words. The return of the dragons is not mere coincidence. This is one of the signs that Lady Mara is displeased with your constant inebriation. Put down your flagons filled with your vile liquids, and embrace the teachings of the Handmaiden of Kai.
No, Mom. We talked to guys. Tell him.
Kira, certainly we can come to some sort of an understanding. These people must be made aware of the chaos they've sown.
Enough, Mama. We've all heard of the dragons and their return. There's no need to use them as an excuse to harass our customers.
Very well, Talon. I'll remove myself from this den of iniquity.
We're not kicking you out. Just keep the sermons at the temple and let us all sin in peace.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
You look weary. Depends. Are you thirsty? Hungry? Both?
Never done an honest day's work in your life for all that coin you carry, eh, lass? I'm saying you've got the coin, but you didn't earn the septim of it honestly. I can tell. Oh, but that's where you're wrong, lass. Wealth is my business. Maybe you'd like a taste. I've got a bit of an errand to perform, but I need an extra pair of hands. And in my line of work, extra hands are well paid. Simple. I'm going to cause a distraction. You're gonna steal Medesi's silver ring from a strongbox under his stab. Once you have it, I want you to place it in Branche's pocket without him noticing. There's someone that wants to see him put out of business permanently. That's all you need to know. I'll be out in the market all day, from 8 in the morning until 8 in the evening. Meet me then, if you've still got the stomach for it. We've been contracted to make sure Branche remembers not to meddle in affairs that aren't his own. Now, since we're not the Dark Brotherhood, we're not going to kill him. We're just going to make sure he sits in the prisons for a few days.
I'll be at the market come morning. You better be there too.
New in town, eh? Here for the fishing, I guess. Only the best in all of Riften. I own Riften Fishery. Started out with a single fishing pole, and now I have an entire building and 2 boats to my name. Not bad for a middle-aged Nord, eh? Too bad I haven't had the same success helping this city shed its poverty. And even Nord thinks I'm wasting my time trying. But I disagree. I sell my catch across a good portion of Skyrim. It's worth its weight in gold to me. The only untapped market left is Markarth. However, I just got word that Klepper at the Silver Blood Inn might be interested. If you're headed that way, I would appreciate you delivering a purchase agreement for me. You'd be paid, of course. Good. Klepper will pay you as soon as you arrive with the letter. Here you are. Yes, I suppose someone has to be around here. Have you seen the condition of this sorry excuse for a city? Beggars roam the streets, crime runs rampant, and the threat of war is driving away business. The paltry amount of coin that I place in the charity box at the temple is the least I can do to help. Nivenor is my wife. How I was ever able to meet such a gorgeous creature is one of life's mysteries. We're at odds about my charity. She thinks the people in this town have become lazy and expecting a handout. I tried to include her in my lessons from Maramal over at the Temple of Mara, but she prefers to shop instead. Different strokes, eh? Remember to give at the temple.
Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. Yeah? What's your problem? I knew that stupid kid would try and find a way to weasel out of his debt. Look, this is really simple. I lent him some gold, he promised to pay me back, and now he says he's broke. End of story. I don't care. A deal's a deal. Don't know why you'd help a stranger like that, but a septum's a septum. Don't care where it comes from. You can tell Shadra his debt's been paid. That'll teach me to try and make extra coin around this city.
Fine. What?
My skill in battle is unmatched. Fortunately for you, that skill can be bought.
You want something?
Can't you make it quick? Look, I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. I'm not out to win friends, and I could care less if you're happy about your purchase or not. I just need the coin. The sooner I get out of Skyrim, the better. Are you serious? The war is tearing the land apart. The dragons have returned seeking who knows what. Skyrim is going nowhere, fast. If I were you, I'd pack up and get out of here before you end up in one of those burial cairns. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
Welcome to Riften, home of the Thieves Guild. Or so they'd have you believe. It's all lies. They're just thugs, vermin, creeping around the Red Way. Hey, you're not supposed to be down here. Official business only. What are you doing down here? Oh, my mistake then. Sorry, you can go on ahead. Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face Butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
What's that, Mr. Dragonfly? The outside world is a scary place.
Aren't you a sight for
Yes,
sore
I suppose it
eyes?
can be.
I've
It can be beautiful too. You should try it. Come to kill me at last, have you? Thank the gods. I can bear the guilt no longer. I know I must die. Beware, though. My newfound honor demands I defend myself. I am in no mood for jokes. Strike me down. Take your revenge. You don't remember? That is my fault also. I am your so-called friend Inigo. I was the one who killed you. I tried anyway. I am guilty. Kill me. After I shot you, I finally realized my mistake and tried to turn myself in. Your body was gone. The guards did not believe me. They said I was wasting their time. I had to pay them to put me in this cell. It is where I belong. I needed to repent. I need to repent. I heard tales of a remarkable adventurer, both brave and resourceful, matching your description. I knew it was you. It had to be. I knew you would be coming for me, so I waited. Are you going to kill me, or not? I see that I must relive it again. Your memory is not what it was. We met on a job. The killing kind. We were hired by a lord called Dupin to kill his brothers. With them gone, Dupin would inherit a great fortune and promised us much gold in return. Do you remember none of this? Before we left, Dupin told me that if only one of us returned from our mission, that one would get the other's reward also. I was hooked on skooma at the time, and I had a bit of a debt problem. So... I tried. That is what matters. It was not an easy choice. We only knew each other for a short time, but I had grown to like and respect you. We got on well and fought bravely side by side. I threw all that away for gold and skooma. No, Dupin was murdered by his sister before I made it back to his keep. Our deal died with him. Money is an evil like no other, my friend. It is only just that I die at your hand. No, I am done with this stuff. I want to die with my senses intact. Kill me now. I am ready. I fight with you? Or die defending you? Yes, I accept. I feel lighter in my heart now you have given me this opportunity. It will be like old times. Do not joke about such things, my friend. The sadness I feel for what I have done is brutal enough. For now. Yes, my friend. I must warn you, if you give me a sweet roll, I will make it disappear.
Need something?
Watch out for bears. Never mind. You'll probably hear them coming.
They say the college has been snooping around Sarthon. Ages in a bevy in the crypt. No good with that.
Have our scouts come up with any information on these reports of dragons?
Yes, milady. That unpleasantness at Helgen supposedly involved a dragon. It killed several soldiers before it departed.
I want you to speak to the city guard. Make sure there's a contingency.
Think you might be in the wrong place, friend.
Yes, milady. I've also taken the liberty in preparing a private carriage, just in case.
Good. If Riften should fall, it's only right that its leader be spared.
Hello, Lydia. We have not been properly introduced yet. My name is Inigo. Over here, I am the blue thing talking to you.
Did we have an appointment? No. Spells and incantations, for those with the talent to cast them. have to remember. Ward first, then summon.
Talk of strange happenings at Autumnshade Clearing, just north of the lake. My guess? Spriggans.
Likewise. Are you feeling okay? You seem distracted.
Thane. Let's go.
No matter the weather, Riften always smells lovely. It is a good place to start a new adventure. Okay, let us see what we have. If you need anything else, just ask.
Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septums each.
Come to laugh at the grave tender?
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
If you're trying to ask if I tend the Hall of the Dead alone, then the answer is yes. You think anyone around here is going to lift a shovel to help me? Guess again. Leave the dirty work to old Alessandra. Look, I didn't ask for this job. I got stuck with it thanks to my father.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
My father was a priest of Archay. All my life was spent around the dead, being forced to learn the proper burial rituals and prayers. I never had any friends. Who'd want to spend time with the weird little girl who hangs around dead people? So I grew up with a miserable trade. This is all I know how to do. Prepare and inter the deceased. I'd like to make the journey to the Hall of the Dead in Whiterun and give my ceremonial dagger to Anders, the caretaker. I believe once it's interred with my father's remains, I'll be at peace with his memory.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
I hadn't asked you because I was afraid you'd say no. I appreciate your help. Here, I'm entrusting you with the dagger. Bring it to Anders and he'll take care of the rest. A priest of Archay is entrusted with a ceremonial dagger once they've completed their training. It's usually given by the head priest who sanctified the ritual. In my case, the head priest happened to be my father. The thing is, I never wanted to follow in his footsteps. In some ways, I still don't.
Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones.
I had to, for honor's sake, but I had waited too long. My father died before he could see my training to completion. When I finally became a priest, they gave me the new High Priest's dagger, but I already owned my father's. So you see, I have to return it. It breaks tradition, and I need to tell him that I finally did what he wanted.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian crafts.
Be cautious. The pilgrimage to the shrine is not an easy one.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Make love like a saber cat, or crush your enemies to dust like a giant. Only a mere 20 gold coins, and all this would be yours.
Beautiful baubles and
Rare
gleaming
trinkets and the
gemstones
finest
over
oddities
here.
from Morrowind.
You gonna buy something? Or just here for training? Otherwise, are you serious? I've moved all over Skyrim selling these bits of junk, and I'm barely scraping by. Well, let's all raise a flagon to Ulfric, future king of Skyrim and bringer of poverty to the working class. Say, you look like you could handle yourself. Maybe you can help me, if you're looking for work. I need someone to pick up supplies from Naranya, living in Windhelm. Thank you. Just bring it back to me, and I'll gladly pay you for your trouble. Don't ask any questions, all right? Just bring it back to me.
Purchase a bottle of my genuine farmer blood elixir. Only 20 septims.
You gonna stare all day or buy some armor? Just what you see here.
Potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Come on, come on! Just what you see here. Come back when you're ready to spend more gold. Goodness knows I could use it.
If you're looking for a handout, you'll want to speak with my husband.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian.
Visiting Riften? All are welcome at the Temple of Mara.
Greet. If anything pleases the eye, don't hesitate to make me an offer. Not well, I'm afraid. That Brynjolf, he keeps draining the people's pockets with his ridiculous miracle cures. A few months ago, it was Troll Fat Salve, and now he's got something new. Not that there's anything that can be done about it. He's in good with the Thieves Guild. I do. Sadly, I'm one of the few traditional Saxhleel jewelers that remains in Tamriel. It's becoming a lost art. Only trouble is gathering materials has become hazardous. The roads to the mines and to the other cities are thick with bandits, and worse. Would you be interested in gathering some materials for me? I'd certainly be happy to compensate you. Thank you, Landstrider. I'm seeking a small list of items to complete my next creation. 2 flawless sapphires, a mammoth tusk, and a chunk of gold ore. Forgive me. It's a term I haven't used in some time. While most in Tamriel call my kind Argonian, we prefer the term Saxhleel. Maudesi was actually my original Saxhleel name. Unlike others, I decided to embrace tradition and keep it that way. See for yourself. Safe travels, Landstrider.
Did you get that purchase agreement to Markarth yet?
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients.
Genuine
I have them
Falmer
all.
blood elixir for sale. Live for thousands of years. See into other people's thoughts.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
You lost? Of course not. You expect me to take care of it by myself? My niece Svana helps me with the chores. She'd be more help if she kept her head out of the clouds. She's been with me ever since her parents were killed by bandits and she was dropped in my lap. All right then.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in
Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? I may be Dark Elf by birth, but I was raised Argonian. For reasons I'm still trying to discover, I ended up orphaned and taken in by a kindly Argonian family in Black Marsh. I hope one day to find out what happened to me, how I ended up like that. Just one. I know when I was found by my Argonian father, I was wrapped in a blanket bearing the symbol of House Telvanni. It was one of the great houses in Morrowind long ago. Whether that means I was one of them or not, I'm uncertain. If you come across anything in your travels that might provide me with the answers I'm looking for, I'd be grateful. Thank you. I learned that a matron who had served for House Telvanni had escaped Morrowind during the Accession War. Records showed her buying passage aboard a sailing vessel named the Pride of Telvos. But that's where the trail ran cold. I spent years looking for what became of the ship, but I ended up empty-handed. Take a look. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck. Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Be careful.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
My food is the best in all of Skyrim. Always as fresh as the day it was collected. I picked up a trick from a butcher in Elenir, a small town over the border in Hammerfell. He showed me a way to grind up ice wraith teeth and use it as a preservative. Keeps everything cold and fresh, but only for a limited time. I'm always looking to replenish my supply, so if you ever come across 5 of them, I'd be more than happy to take them off your hands. Thanks. I was actually worried I'd run out. Well, I'd be careful if I were you. I hear the Nords hunt them for some kind of initiation rite, and not all of them end up victorious. The last traveler that traded me some said he found them at a place called Ancient's Ascent. Careful though. Rumor has it a dragon makes its home there. They live below the streets in a ratway like dirty animals. And trust me, they're no better than the vermin that slink out of there for scraps. They make it difficult for decent people to earn a living. Of course, not many decent people live here in the first place. It's Riften's name for the sewers beneath our feet. Absolutely disgusting. If you fancy keeping your purse filled with gold and your head on your shoulders, I'd stay out of those awful tunnels. Everything I've got on display, really. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
Symptoms each.
Yes? Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Until next time.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Drelka.
Learn a library's worth of knowledge in moments. Throw back that missing link with my gentle palm of blood elixir.
Come on, Lydia, try to keep up.
Still here.
Vegetables as crisp as a winter's morning.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Hello, Lydia. We have not been...
My food is the best in... See for yourself. Be careful looking for those teeth. Those little bastards are dangerous.
I presume you're bothering me for a good reason.
Think you might be in the wrong place, Elf. What is it, Elf?
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim. Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrow? Take a look. Anything you can find would be of great help. Good luck.
What in the name of oblivion do you want?
All meats guaranteed, clean and free from rosters.
Over here.
Welcome to the
I
Bog
am
Brawl.
the blue thing
Come on in,
talking to
take a
you.
look around.
Likewise.
I'm not looking for
Are you feeling
conversation.
okay? You seem distracted.
Thane. Let's go.
I have all sorts of interesting items for sale. Have you looked around? Catchy, isn't it? In my youth, I was a fisherman. I had a beautiful ship named the Brawny Prawn. But the years have a way of creeping up.
Talking to you.
I ended up selling that ship to open this place. Seemed only fitting to name it after her. Well, changed it a bit, I suppose. If I had been smarter, I would have kept my boat. Coming to this city was a big mistake. The question is, what isn't wrong with Riften? This city's corrupt, rotten to the core. No one cares about anything except themselves, and how much coin they can make off the misery of others. Authorities, have you been listening to what I said? They're all dirty. Every one of them. The only way to get things done in this city is to keep your head down and pay off the right people. They used to be pretty feared around here. I mean, you'd whisper the name, and it'd send chills down your spine. Now, they're nothing more than ruffians and thugs, trying to pry a few extra coin from honest people. All it would take is a small force of guard to go into the Ratway and flush them out. It's our name for the old sewers that run under the city. It used to be a huge system hundreds of years ago, but it fell into decay, just like the rest of Riften. The guild stocks the place full of thugs that aren't good enough to join, so watch yourself if you venture down there. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that. Aye. Welcome to the pod. Some may call this junk. Me? I call them treasures. Aye.
Not sure you belong here. Yes?
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have them all.
Beautiful baubles.
gleaming gemstone over here.
Welcome to Mistvale Keep. I'm Jarl Layla's steward, Anuriel. As Riften's steward, I'm afraid I can provide only limited assistance, but speak your mind. As steward, I serve as an intermediary between the Jarl and her subjects. I also handle the less important and day-to-day policies that affect daily life in Riften. Lately, I've had my hands full suppressing these ridiculous accusations of corruption in the Keep. There are those that believe the Jarl does nothing for this city, that it's corrupt and run by the Blackbriar family. I can assure you that this is entirely false. We are fully in control of everything. Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city. Maven Blackbriar is the owner of the largest and most profitable business in all Skyrim, the Blackbriar Meadery. We're pleased to have her in Riften. She brings stability, opportunities for employment, and strategic value to our city.
Hello, Lydia. We have not been properly introduced yet. My name is Inigo.
I'd hardly call them a guild. More like unorganized rabble. In fact, I wouldn't say they were a threat at all. No, our resources should be spent on preparations for invasion. The Jarl has put out a bounty on some bandits. Here, take a look at this decree for details. You're welcome in Riften, as long as you continue to obey our laws.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son? Because I did something not a soul in this blood-stained house of war has the backbone to do. Dared to speak my mind. I dared speak of the Empire and the lies that have been spread by Ulfric, the leader of the Stormcloaks. Now my mother's stripped me of my heritage and incarcerated me here like a common criminal, and my brother has all but disowned me. Be wary what you say around here, friend. You'll find not all take kindly to insurrection. Ulfric only cares about one thing. Ulfric. He's ordained himself the future High King of Skyrim, and steps on anyone that gets in his way. He's begun a rebellion against those that wish to eradicate the worship of Talos, and uses it as his rallying cry. His cause may be true, but the man is a lie. All he holds in his heart is lust for the throne.
Welcome to Riften, traveler. I hope the road fared well for you. What can I do for you? Well, I feel Ulfric's cause is just. My concern is for the people of the Rift. How can they continue to lead their already meager lives with dark clouds looming overhead? My heart goes out to them. If only our coffers were deeper, I could protect them as they were my own family. With the Stormcloaks at his back, Ulfric's poised to rid Skyrim of the Empire's forces and invalidate our involvement with the White Gold Concordat. Many have died taking up arms for this cause. I fear that the land will be stained with blood for years to come. Surely you're aware of the Great War between the Imperials and the Elves who called themselves the Aldmeri Dominion? When the smoke cleared, the White Gold Concordat was signed, It was supposedly a treaty aimed at establishing peace within the Empire. One of the terms of the treaty was the outlawing of worship to Talos. To the Stormcloaks, this was viewed as the moment when the Empire became unworthy of the allegiance of any true Nord. We're all eager to see them brought to justice. Maven Blackbriar has assured me that they're being dealt with appropriately. As one of our city's most influential citizens, she's taken it upon herself to oversee their incarceration. Sadly, they're proving elusive, but I have confidence that Maven won't give up until this city has been rid of them all. Good journey to you.
What is it, Elf? Think you might be in the wrong place, friend. Ulfric's a bloody hero. I don't think there's a worthy Nord alive who dare argue the point. He's taking the Empire to task and making them answer for their crimes. I don't think I'll be content until Ulfric sits upon the throne of Skyrim with the ashes of the Concordat at his feet. Indeed, there have been multiple attempts on the Jarl's life. We're not certain if it's the Dark Brotherhood or simply Imperial sympathizers. We've also had run-ins with spies attempting to probe our security for weaknesses. I work with the city guard to make certain they fail. At the end of the day, I'm the last line of defense for the Jarl. I will not allow her to fall. Liars and bastards, every one of them. I'd have their heads on a pike if it wasn't for the war effort. All I need is a dozen men, and we could march into the Ratway and burn them out like rodents. Stormcloaks won't have it, though. Too busy keeping the Imperial forces at bay. Everyone knows the Thieves Guild uses the old sewer system beneath Riften as their hideout. I'd go down there myself, but that would leave Jarl Layla unprotected.
Oh, come to gloat, have we? To poke fun at the Jarl's youngest son?